Most people don't lose control of their money in one dramatic moment. They lose it quietly, 1 month at a time. The surplus disappears. The debt stays longer than it should. The investment never starts. The decision gets delayed. Not because they don't earn enough, but because there is no rhythm. And that is why the Life CFO is not a title. It is not a mindset. It is not something you put in your bio. Life CFO is a practice. It's what you do. And like every practice, it lives or dies by one thing: a rhythm. If you are new here, welcome. This is Life is Business. I am Kehinde, a qualified accountant and a finance consultant. This channel is for professionals and business owners who want to start building well. If that's the lens you have been missing, subscribe and follow the series. At the end of the last episode, we said this: when you start giving every pound of surplus a job, you stop being an earner. You become something else. But the version most people reach for, the resolution, the new mindset, the phrase written down on Sunday, only lasts about 3 weeks. We have all done the January resolution edition. It matched the surplus is drifting again. The version that lasts is quieter and much more durable. Talk about what a Life CFO actually is. Let's think about what a CFO is in a well-run business. A CFO is not a person with the best value around money. A CFO is the person who shows up on the same day every month and look at the same set of numbers. That rhythm is the entire job, because the rhythm is what creates the data. The data is what creates the decisions, and the decisions is what creates the company. A finance director who only opens the books twice a year will not be a finance director. That will be a job title attached to a quietly dying business. In your life, on the other hand, it's the exact same thing. A Life CFO is a person on a monthly rhythm. That is the whole definition. So what does the rhythm actually look like? 1 hour, once a month. A date that does not move. A single page right in front of you. 3 monthly sections and 1 quarterly refresh. Top of the page, your position. What comes in last month and what went out. What the surplus actually was, not what you assumed it was. Middle, the 3 jobs. How much was reinvested? How much was reserved? And how much was returned? Named, not guessed. Below that, any decisions waiting for you. Subscriptions to cancel. Contributions to bump up. A conversation to have. A repayment to bring forward. And once a quarter, only once a quarter, you refresh the balance sheet. What you own, what you owe, and what you actually been built. That is the whole practice. It is not a spreadsheet that wins prizes. So don't focus on making it look nice and fancy. It is the rhythm that quietly compounds. Give yourself a challenge to hold this rhythm for a year, and 3 things change. First, your data is current. Many people are operating when it comes to their personal finance on financial data that's months and sometimes years out of date. You will be operating on data that is 3 weeks old. This is a quiet hedge that touches every decision making. The second, you stop drifting. Not through discipline, through architecture. You know you are going to look at your numbers on Sunday, so you spend your surplus cash in the month a little more honestly. The same way you tidy up your kitchen when you know someone is about to visit. The third, your decisions get faster. Job moves, holidays, school fees, salary conversation. They stop being agonizing. The context is already current. You decide from position, not from guess. And somewhere around the 3rd or 4th month, you start to notice an identity shift. Not the day you decide to be a Life CFO. Not the moment you write the phrase down. The day you sit down without being reminded. That is the moment. You don't promote yourself into the role. You show up to it until it's true. An earner makes money. A Life CFO allocates it deliberately, on rhythm, with names attached. Whatever you do for a living, the practice is the same, and the practice is the role. Comment below with 1 word: Sunday, payday, maybe month end. Tell me when your Life CFO review would start. The easier the answer, the more likely it is going to happen. And subscribe, this series continues. Next episode, we are going to go back to the first of the 3 jobs, reinvest. Some of your surplus should be reinvested, but we haven't said where it actually goes. I'm talking about index funds, ISAs, pensions, properties, equity in something. We'll walk the landscape calmly without giving any advice. So when your monthly review surfaces a number with nowhere to live, you know exactly what home is exists for.